to another episode of Stand On It. I'm your host, Fasad.
I'm your host, Byron. And today, we've been blessed with Apollo High School legend, Hall of Famer, a Campbellsville legend and Hall of Famer. The guy has over 4,419 career rushing yards, 711 rushing attempts, 46 career rushing touchdowns, averaged 107.8 yards per game, and he had 4,699 all-purpose yards, and he led his team with 284 individual season rushing points. Mr. Gregory Boomer Fountain, a.k.a. Coach Boom. I mean, whatever you want to call him, but I call him Hall of Famer. How you doing, man?
What's up? So, blessed. Blessed to see, another year, blessed to bless children, working, I'm a special education teacher for the Owensboro Middle School, running back coach for the Owensboro High School football team, So I just, I'm kind of just happy to be here, you know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be dad, I'm happy to be me, just at a point in my life where, everything that I work for, is coming to the light now. So, you got to stand up and stand on it, like they say.
Stand on it.
Yes,
So, where did it all start at? So, career.
Like, to be honest with you, it started out in Mechanicsville, Pembroke Stadium. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real with you. You know what I mean? I was a troubled youth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I found my way into some trouble. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like trouble with the law, but I'm just saying I found my way. Doing mischievous things. You know what I'm saying? In school, really not applying myself. Kind of, single parent, raised by my mother, I got a father too, but I was raised by my mother and, just a knucklehead, just, running around. So I wasn't really intrigued in sports. I was just, doing things, trying to mimic the Ninja Turtles and the Power Rangers and running around being a pest, you know what I'm saying? Just that type stuff. So, started off at Pembroke Stadium playing pickup football with the neighborhood kids. Shout out to, everybody who came up in the area in Mechanicsville when I was there. You know what I'm saying? We all, made each other better. Some went on to play, high school sports, and some went on to do other things, you know what I'm saying? But, then I played Pop Warner maybe 1 or 2 years. I could never finish because, like I said, I was just mischievous doing things in school that I wasn't supposed to. So my mom didn't play that. You know what I mean? Snatch that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mama, but she did not play that. It's over. You know what I'm saying? I don't care who's on the team, what you doing. You know what I mean? So, I really didn't get serious until I got to the middle school, 7th grade. I went out for the team, you know what I'm saying, and pretty much everybody made it. And, one of my local role models that I looked up to, Drew Hall, was coaching at the time. Coach Moman, Coach Johnson, Coach Roby. Man, it was a number of coaches. Coach Tate, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to Coach Tate too. But you know what I'm saying. That was like my first taste of running the ball, you know what I'm saying? Marvin Thruston, I take that back. Marvin Taylor, Desmond Thruston, Eric Coleman, Jamar Dyer. These is all like legends. You get what I'm saying? Like in the ranks of us coming up in this era, like you had to compete.
Yeah.
Wasn't no going to the crib and crying to your parent or nothing like that. Like we was really out there getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted to get on the field, you had to step up. Like it wasn't no hiding in the back of the drill, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like
let's get called out.
Come
man.
on,
I want
man.
him. I want him, man. Get him up here.
Listen, my front line playing football, they was least, the smallest player might have been 5'11". You had Donald Gaither. Shout out to this man's brother. A real legend on the field. You get what I'm saying? Joe Davison, real legend on the field. These are the guys that was on my team. You get what I'm saying? Nate Francis, Stephen Underhill. You know what I'm saying? Like, these type people, they didn't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, Chris Epperson. Like, this was a line. You know what I'm saying? So, you had Elite. Then you had Michael James at quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Then you had this backfield that was just crazy. You could put anybody in that backfield and run touchdowns. You get what I'm saying? So, in the middle school ranks, that, you know what I'm saying, we was the best, you know what I mean? We went and played the Bowling Greens, you know what I'm saying? If we didn't have the state tournaments and stuff like that, we went
City County.
City County, that was a sweep always. It wasn't nothing like, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't going to no other schools.
We wasn't losing the Catholic.
Nah, we was beating these guys to death. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my OMS middle school team, conference champion, 2 years in a row, undefeated. Remember that, undefeated, hanging up on that wall. So you know what I mean? I'm shouting out my guys though, for real. Like, you know what I mean? Because, you know, kids need to know the history of the things. Like, we not just out there coaching you guys and we didn't really do what we coaching. That's a big thing right there. You got to understand. And let me say that again. We're not telling you things that we didn't do or go through. You get what I'm saying? So pay attention. Don't always think that you know. Just understand. We've been there. So we trying to help you get past there and do it better than we did. That's all we trying to do. You get what I'm saying? So, then, you know, went to Owensboro High School.
Got in trouble?
No.
Oh, okay.
I take that back. I went to Owensboro High School, and Owensboro High School looked like Alabama. You know what I'm saying? With Nick Saban. I'm just going to be real with you. You get what I'm saying? You come in there, you got Buster Ashley. You get what I'm saying? He's a Hall of Famer. You got Justin Miller, Bo Smith. Listen, that backfield was Justin Miller, Bo Smith, and Brandon Hanley. Everybody ran for 1,000 yards in that backfield. You get what I'm saying? They was real deal.
They definitely was.
You know what I mean? Like, you come on, man. Like,
pick your poison.
Pick your poison, and then you know what I'm saying? But so you know what I mean? Like, you had those type people to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, my favorite player coming up was Mike Hanley. You know what I'm saying? I wear 6, and let me tell you something. Mike Hanley, was that man. He was that man. Drew Hall, he was that man. These guys don't get enough credit. You got to give them credit though. Drew Hall was one of the first guys in Owensboro, I think besides probably Mark, to be on like national TV. Him and Joe Tuck. They was on national TV. You get what I'm saying? Like, you growing up as kids, they on national TV on Scholastic Sports in my neighborhood type stuff. You get what I'm saying?
For my time.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, you looking up to these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wear 6 because of Mike Hanley. I wear 6 because of Mike Hanley. I tell you the truth. Bubba Long, one of my best friends. You get what I'm saying? Michael James, one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? But I go to Bubba's house. You walk through the hallway. You see Mike's accolades. Like, how can you not want? How can you not want to? You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you know, when we growing up, wasn't no internet. You typing on the internet and watching a YouTube video. I'm watching it live in person. I'm at the OHS games on the fence. You get what I'm saying? Like, these is real deal people. You know what I'm saying? So,
Apollo was tough back then.
Yes,
Thunder and Lightning.
Yes.
Jermaine Green and Michael Henry,
shout out to Thunder and Lightning too. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get deep into the Apollo thing. But shout out to Dan Gooch, man. Real deal. Yeah. He's real deal too. But I'm gonna get to him in a second. But anyway, went to Owensboro, you know what I mean? And I was going through a troubling time. You know what I'm saying? My family was, you know, it was a hard transition for me. Like I said, I named my best friends, they at Apollo at this time. When we go to high school, you know, me and Michael went to the same middle school. Bubba always went to county, but Michael left. You know what I'm saying? These is like my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because they my age, they athletic. You know what I'm saying? We coming up together. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jamar Dirt. You know what I'm saying? All these people, these is my brothers. You know what I'm saying? So when I just had a rough transition. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like I said, my family was going through a lot on both sides. You know what I'm saying? My brother, my mother, you know what I'm saying? So I ended up transferring to Apollo. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I'm not against anybody transferring. You know what I'm saying? If that makes you a better person, or if you need that for your mental health, or you need that for just your stability, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I transfer, so I can't knock somebody for transferring because I transfer. You know what I'm saying? But I think that deep down inside, my transfer was more of what was needed for me as a person, not an athlete. You get what I'm saying? Like, I needed that because once I got to Apollo, you know what I'm saying, I kind of was surrounded by the people that I went through life with.
It's just
you know what I'm saying?
There, you know what I'm saying?
So, it was rough. It was rough. My first year at Apollo was rough because it was a different culture shock. I came through Apollo. I came through public schools all my life. You get what I'm saying? So when you go to a county school, it's a little different.
It's different, yeah.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
It is a little
I know what
different.
you mean.
It ain't a look different.
You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker different.
And
I walked the halls at Apollo. It was different.
And it took some time to get used to. You know what I'm saying? I would say, you know, and you know, I couldn't play football because I transferred. But I played basketball just to kind of stay in out of trouble. Keith Johnson, Jerry Crabtree, two of the names, Coach Mantle, you know what I'm saying? Really, you know what I'm saying? Jerry Crabtree and Keith Johnson really kind of pulled me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fall. Your time's gonna come. Your niche is gonna be found. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
But at that point, because you said you played basketball, now the guys you mentioned, Michael James,
yes,
and Bubba Long,
yeah, two of the best,
two of the best out
two
there.
of the best. In my era, that was the best backcourt.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Definitely, facts.
Yes.
In the tri-state area, they were two of the best.
Yes.
So that doing that, being out there with your childhood friends and being able just to probably just do something that y'all just do naturally when y'all just
challenge. Big challenge. There's a big challenge. I know where you was going with that. Yes. That was what you wanted. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Like, when we hang out outside of school, we talking our shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we talking our shit. Because I wanted to be in the paper. They in the paper already. You get what I'm saying? They established. You know what I'm saying? Saturday mornings, when we go into Dugan, everybody's meeting at Dugan, they in the paper. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You open it up, they in the paper. So it was a push. It was never on no jealousy type thing. Like, we always pushed each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I fail at something, you know what I'm saying? If it was life, it was, you know what I'm saying, a situation that I was going through, man, I had hands. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had hands. I didn't have somebody talking about me and saying they my friend. I had hands. Yeah. They was my brothers. You get what I'm saying? Like, no judgment. If I didn't have no money and we went to go eat, they gonna break bread. Cuz, get you something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm forever, you know what I'm saying, forever thankful that I got to be a part of their life and still am. You know what I'm saying? But
that bond and that friendship, is that, did that help you get through that?
It helped me. It did. It helped me because Bubba came from a 2-parent household, and me and Michael's story was about the same. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Jamar, 2-parent household. You know what I'm saying? These are my guys. You know what I'm saying? And they, you know, they knew, you know, they was in the AAU ranks and they was that type stuff. So they knew, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of success. So it was never like a look down upon. So that was.
Didn't one of them go play? Somebody went somewhere and played. Was it Mike Michael James, he went somewhere.
So Bubba went to Eastern out of high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He was third region player of the year, Kentucky All-Star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Michael went to JUCO first out of high school. Mike went to Oak Hill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oak Hill.
I get to
He
that.
bought,
I get to that.
Okay.
I get to
All right,
that.
don't
I
stop
get
your
to that.
story.
Yeah,
Go
I get
ahead.
to that. I get to that.
Don't stop your
I tell
story.
you about that. I ain't gonna tell you his story because he can be in here telling his story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
come on and tell your story, man. Oak Hill
But
story.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, football time come in spring. The season's over. I'm cleared now. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you this story. It's a true story right here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. And this ain't.
Man,
This is real deal.
Stand on it,
Man, listen. Me and Jason Harris is in technology class. He's playing spring football at the time, so he's going to get his equipment, right? So at Apollo, the football office, before they moved over to the stadium,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, it was down the hallway with all the locker rooms was at, you know, basketball, men's, you know what I'm saying, that time. So we walking down the hallway. Now, mind you, I'm clear to play. You know what I'm saying? I got physical and everything, so I'm ready. You know what I mean? We go. He knock on the door. He knocks on the coach's door. Coach Gooch answered the door. Let Jansen in, shut the door, dead in my face.
Damn.
So now I'm faced with something, right?
Yeah, at first.
I'm faced with something.
Yeah.
I can turn to where I need to go, and that's what they want me to do is turn to these streets.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Or I can pray on it. You know what I'm saying? And I can believe that it's a process. At this age, at 16, you don't know that's a process. You don't know that. You don't know that. So, Coach Eames was a part of the staff. I had Coach Eames at Estes during my transition of being mischievous, being a problem child. You know what I'm saying? So Coach Eames knew me. You know what I'm saying? So he knew that I wanted to play football. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coach Eames, man. That's a real guy too. You know what I'm saying? I forever respect him because I know he went to bat too. You get what I'm saying? So Coach Goose called me down to the office. This is like closer to after spring ball, you know what I'm saying? So he called me down to the office and he said, "Fam, you want to play football?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "I want you to stay out of trouble from now until May." You know what I'm saying? Until we get out of school.
Right.
And I said, "Yes, sir." Stayed out of trouble. He kept his word. I kept my word. You know what I'm saying? It was rough. It was rough at first.
Growing pains, man.
And I tell you why it was rough. It was rough because, like I said, it was already an established team too. You get what I'm saying? I'm just a new guy coming in. I really don't try to, you know, I really don't know the likings of what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what my niche is. Is it playing defense, which I ain't never played? You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Is it running the ball? Is it playing offensive line? You know, I didn't know. So we get to summer practice, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm on the depth chart. So back then, Coach Gooch used to put the depth chart like right there on the board, you know what I'm saying? And he put the names on there. So I was like tight end and middle linebacker, you know what I'm saying? So another adversity. I'm already discouraged. Like,
He got you in the trenches.
I ain't gonna never see the field. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm being honest with you. I ain't gonna never see the field. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? So we go through summer ball. You know what I'm saying? William Carter. You know he was coming back. This was his senior year. This was my junior year. So, you know, William Carter, man.
Fast.
Huh? Fast?
Yeah.
Man, listen to me. Listen to me. That kid was magic. He was like, I'm going to tell you, to be honest with you, I'm going to tell you who William Carter. In today's game, he's like the dude from Boise State. He just didn't have that size.
Okay.
He going to get busy.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was tough.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm being real with you. Like, I ain't shitcoating because it's family. I'm telling you the God honest truth. William Carter, if William Carter had 15 more pounds on him, we would have been talking about him at the next level. I'm telling you. He was fast. He could jump. He could stand up and jump. Damn near hit his head on the ceiling. That's how athletic he was. You know what I'm saying? That man still holds records for track.
High jump.
And man, listen. His senior year, he skipped his graduation. A lot of people don't know it. He skipped his graduation. He got disqualified for like 2 or 3 of them because he was on his cell phone in the infield. He would have swept every event he was there for in state. That's how real he was. And I ain't lying to you.
They disqualified him for being on his phone.
Disqualified. And he's so humble, man. He would
never.
never.
Of course it is. If you know.
I mean,
Sweeping the.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? He's very sweeping.
And plus, he's from Apollo too.
And he's very, But so anyway, so we get to the first game, and this is back then when we playing Indiana teams. So I think we playing some kid named Ray Everhart, I believe was his name. I don't even know what team it was. But Ray Everhart was a good running back too. So it's back and forth. Him and William, they going at it. I'm standing on the sideline. I'm watching the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I ain't finna get in. Now, mind you, I done went through this summer practice where, you know what I'm saying, every other practice, it was, you can go back to the streets, Fountain. You do this, boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm. That was tough. But let me tell you something. I couldn't go home and tell my uncle that this what was going on. He ain't trying to hear that. You get what I'm saying? My uncles, you know what I'm saying? At the time, I'm living with my Uncle Dave Wayne, you know what I'm saying? And my Uncle Ray, instrumental parts or father figures in my life. You get what I'm saying? Like, they really pushed me, you know what I'm saying, to that level. You know what I'm saying? Here you go. So, they, Uncle Dave Wayne just wants me, he want me on the field. He know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the time, Bodine's coming up in the wings. You know what I'm saying? You got to think, Bodine's big too. You get what I'm saying? So,
he's playing quarterback over there.
But he ain't even at the high school yet.
He
this is his 8th grade year because I believe Bodine was a freshman when I was a senior. I believe that.
He's still
so he's still in middle.
His first year of high school was my first year actually watching the games at the high school. He's 99, right? Playing quarterback. Crazy.
Yeah, so, he's going to Owensboro at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, it was just like, I know now what Coach Gooch was doing. You get what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to break me down. He was trying to make me tougher to let me know, when you get past me, it only gets harder from here. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? So, we playing the Evansville team. The middle linebacker gets hurt. So, who's second on the depth chart?
Do you know what you're doing at this point?
Not a clue. I ain't played defense. You get what I'm saying? I played in a couple scrimmages, you know what I'm saying? Got out there. I ain't make no tackle.
But you're an athlete.
I'm an athlete.
But you're an athlete.
Let me tell you how it goes.
You got to tackle the nearest person with the ball.
Right. but he's an athlete, though. Like I said, listen to the people that he's influenced by and the people that he hung around.
Yeah.
Natural athletes.
Athletes.
So that in itself, being a coach, seeing that, I don't care you ain't never played defense, boy. You're an athlete.
Yeah.
You gonna get to where that ball's at. You know what I'm saying?
So
go ahead.
So I get out there, Fountain, go. You know what I'm saying? So I get out there. We lined up. Quarterback say hit, drop the ball. I pick it up. Go 80.
Oh, man.
I go 80 to the crib.
Yeah.
Come back to the sideline. Fountain, you play running back? I've been waiting on you to ask me that.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So,
that's what your uncle was saying, though. That's what he wanted. He just get on the field. We know what you can do. Just get out there
once
and
you
do
get there,
what you do.
Once you get there, knock it down.
Man, that's all you need is the opportunity.
So now I'm like, okay. So I'm playing fullback. William tailback.
Right.
I ain't tripping.
Fullback, back in the day, fullback was an important position. It ain't like today. How it's just a Under the rug, now it's important.
William ended up bruising his sternum. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up playing Greenwood. So all week they telling me like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, fella, we're gonna run like a 32 dive, first play of the game.
Yeah.
We know it's open. You take one step to the right, you gone to the crib. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So now you got a two-headed monster. Okay?
Split backfield or?
Let me tell you something. Once again, shout out to William Carter. It's his senior year. He could have been selfish.
Yeah.
He didn't owe me nothing. We family, but he didn't owe me nothing. Swallowed his pride and played quarterback. Now we running the option. We running the option.
Okay.
In the backfield, zone option.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And never was a hater either. He never was a hater. He could have kept it every time.
He didn't tuck it on you.
You know what I'm saying? So mind you, we going through the season. We about to play the Borough. It's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
They done got beat by the Borough for like 6 straight years. You know what I'm saying? I take that lie back. Mike beat him, so you know what I'm saying. But after Mike, it was just like,
it was just like, I was on a couple of them teams.
Yeah,
it was a while after that.
Yeah.
Because don't get me wrong,
they still ain't beat us since
2007, 2018, I think. When I was there,
18.
When I got inducted to the Hall of Fame, that game, a last second bomb to Peyton Peters in the end zone.
So did.
Yeah.
Well, they're back on a 6-year streak then.
But
before you go, I got one question though, because being a competitor, and being like you said, it was like, okay, I started at Owensboro, but that just didn't fit, man. Like it was going to be, where do I fit in here? You know what I'm saying? And then not really probably, because I went to Owensboro too, and not really getting that chance and opportunity because, like you said, those guys ahead of you, some coaches don't look anywhere else. You see what I'm saying? They're just focused right here, right then in the moment. They're not looking for a replacement. They're looking right here. So knowing that and going through that, and like you said, you went to Apollo, you got yourself established, and y'all got something good here, and that day comes up on the schedule.
Yes.
Now, tell us about that moment, building up to that before you get into the story. Talk about that moment as a competitor, how that just, because as coaches, as youth coaches, we try to tell our athletes there's a way to approach the game.
Yes.
There's a way to approach practice, and there's a way to approach a game mentally.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? And I know back then, the way you approach this game, having that chip on your shoulder, because it's like, man, look what y'all passed up on. Look what you didn't pay attention to. Look what you could have had, but then you ain't got it, so let me display it. What was your mindset going into this game, though?
Really, like the first year that I played in that game, it was more or less like, they was in our district, you know what I'm saying? So, you had to get that win, but it was also like more or less for William. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to win that game for him. Yeah. Just to send him out on that note, like, man, he beat Owensboro, you know what I'm saying? And, a lot of little, neighborhood trash talk. You know what I'm saying? Like that was that, you know what I'm saying? So leading up to it, I think I might have said some stuff on the news, you know what I'm saying? Like
what did you say?
I don't to be honest, I can't remember, but I know I might have said some things I would not that I wasn't supposed to say, but I might have said some trash talk, you know what I'm saying? But
only a true boom fan.
Only, you know what I'm saying? So at this time now, I'm like, oh man, I'm in the groove. You know what I'm saying? Like it becomes easy. So it rained that day. So that was back when OHS still had grass on the field.
Grass everywhere.
So they canceled the game until Saturday.
Oh, the following day.
Yeah, so we played the following day.
I wonder how the Gordon Powers pulled that one off.
Hold on.
How the Powers pulled that one off, making the game.
So this was like GP's last year. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact. Man. Listen. It was back and forth. You know what I'm saying? We beat them 28-21. You know what I'm saying? I had 2. William had 2. You know what I'm saying? But it was just an incredible feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like going back there, playing in front of all your friends, playing against your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still had, you know, people that I respected on that team. And still to this day I respect. You know what I'm saying? TJ Ashley's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, Logan Johnson's, you know what I'm saying? Eric Heinrich's, you know what I'm saying? The people that was playing, you know what I'm saying? Marvin, you know what I'm saying? Like, I played with these people. I broke bread with these people, you know what I'm saying? So, that's my team, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the class of 04 at Owensboro High School. Class of 04, man.
That's still the best feeling, though, man. Yeah. Like, can beat your old team. That's that feeling. So that's a movie feeling.
So that feeling was great, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the season ended, you know what I mean? We ended up getting beat by Graves County in the playoffs. Last second touchdown, you know what I'm saying? So now it's my senior year, you know what I'm saying? So kind of chips kind of fall on me, you know what I'm saying, in that fashion. And I was more or less on a cocky stage, you know what I'm saying? Now, like, I rushed for 1,000 the following season, you know. I got 1,000 yards in high school, which that was good, you know what I'm saying? Because you also got another 1,000-yard rusher, you know what I'm saying? I think he rushed for like 1,700, you know what I mean? On top of my 1,000.
At the quarterback position?
Yeah, he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, he played running back at, like, probably first 4 games. Then he was playing quarterback, like, that was deadly. It was like, I'm gonna tell you, like Steve Slayton and dude from West Virginia.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Coach Carpenter took us outside and was like, man, this is what I want y'all to do, man. But man, I'm telling you gotta think this kid was like an athlete. And he could throw the ball. So it wasn't just all runs, he's throwing that thing too. You know what I'm saying? So like you had to prepare for that. But, you know, this senior year, man, it was a whole lot of just headbutting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was kind of like some headbutting. You know what I'm saying?
Would you credit that and associate that with being just the immaturity of the age? You being young, having some success, you know, I'm not saying not really knowing how to handle it, but not knowing how to take it in a
yes,
you know,
because you know, you didn't have that success when you was in like the middle school ranks. You didn't have like that, like everybody seen you in the paper type time, like everybody knew your name, you know what I'm saying, and that type thing. But I also credited with not being coachable. I'm like, what are you gonna tell me? I thought I knew how to run. Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what kids gotta understand today. Like, the coaches, it's like this. I have 3 boys and 1 girl, okay? My 3 boys are athletes. My daughter don't play nothing. She's a straight A student, you know what I'm saying? She loves, you know, to go shopping. If that's a sport, then you know what I'm saying? That type stuff.
Do it well.
But what I'm saying is, my 3 boys cannot tell you that dad has ever bashed a coach to them. And I've coached 2 of them so far, you know what I'm saying, in a real setting, you know, varsity setting, you know what I'm saying, Braden's 18 and 8, you know what I'm saying, I've coached both of them in a varsity setting. Now, Berkeley, he's in the 6th grade, I haven't coached him yet, you know what I'm saying, in that setting, but I say that to say this. When we leave that locker room, I'm dad. Yeah. I'm not talking about that coach. Your coach is set to a job to teach you how to play. So if he's your receiver coach, or he's your DB coach, defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator, that's their job. They got to do their job, just like I have to do my job. My job is to prepare the running backs every Friday night. So I got to prepare them for every Friday night. That's my job. I can't go to the head coach and say, I don't feel like doing that this week. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. But I also can't be in a conversation with my child and say, man, dude don't know what he's talking about. You don't listen to him, because guess what? Guess what culture you create? An uncoachable culture. So now the head coach is fighting against you, and your child is automatically going to go on you. See, what we got to think about is this in life. Do you know that our kids look at us more than we think? Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So, what if I came for people's fathering?
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel? If I told you, oh, you a bad dad, you going to feel some type of way. Yeah. So why shouldn't a coach feel some type of way if you saying a coach is a bad coach? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. See, there's no manual on being a head coach. When you get hired as a head coach, you the head coach, so you do it your way. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's your way. You got hired there for a reason. Now, if you're not doing something, then guess what? The powers of be will make sure they get rid of you or tell you, look, we're moving in another direction. Yeah. But until then, you're the head coach, so it's your way. Mm-hmm. Just like at your household, it is your way. Yeah. I can't come in there and tell you how to raise your kids. I can't do that. And I also can't be have criticism on how you raise your kids. Like, you can't have criticism on how I coach my running backs. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to do something that I haven't done. I'm not going to do something. So when people come up and ask me, hey, why aren't you put your name in the hat for a head coach? I ain't ready for that. You get what I'm saying? I'm not ready to be no head coach.
So you saying that?
I will tell them that. Yeah. I'm not ready to be a head coach.
I mean,
or do you know who's going to be the head coach? No, that's not my job.
My job. Your names came up.
My job is to coach running backs. Okay. That's what I'm hired to do. I'm not stagnant and going to say that I'm going to stay there forever. But I enjoy doing something that I've done to make sure I can help somebody else do it better than me. I said that before.
Yeah, and you know what you're doing. Just go and tell them who's one of the running backs that you coach.
I coach Evan Hampton.
Okay, enough said. I mean, enough said in that regard. And I'm not going to just...
but I also coach T. Green. And I also coach Mekhi Kendall. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what I was going to say.
I know, but I'm saying...
I'm not going to accredit one person's success just to you. I know you coach more, but in that regard... Man,
we can take it there. We can take it there with Evan. I've talked to a couple Division I running back coaches. Yeah. I have. You get what I'm saying? But this is the two things that I do. While I'm on the phone with them, I text him and tell him that I'm on the phone with them. I never do anything behind his back. Yeah. Ever. I never. You get what I'm saying? I never talk about myself. You know what I'm saying? It's been guys who came to my job that are Division I coaches. I'm not going to say no names, but came to my job. After they left the high school, they came to the middle school to talk to me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But I want to talk about what I'm producing. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't want no credit off of Evan. I want Evan to be successful. I want Evan to be a better running back when he gets to that other place, wherever he chooses to go in life. And I also want to let that running back coach know, if I have had a conversation with that running back coach, I also want to let him know that you're getting a special player, but you also getting a very special person. Yeah. Besides the athlete, you get what I'm saying? And that's what makes him have success. He don't have success because on Friday nights he go out there and run 3 or 4 touchdowns. He has success because of the little things that he does. Let me tell you something about this kid. I'm going to tell you something about this kid. He's never not trying to get better. But one thing about him, he will never question your coaching. Ever. Nope. Ever. Ever. We work on a one-on-one basis.
Literally, they do.
No,
literally.
Listen, man, I've been at the practice.
You see what I'm saying?
That? Yeah. I've sat over here and watched. I've made my son sit there and watch what y'all been doing.
Because he goes one way, but if he doesn't like something, he's not going to express it like, I ain't doing it, or I go half-ass. He's going to do it, and then he's going to say, I didn't like that. Did you like that? And I'm like, you running the ball, not me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help you. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about him. But I also respect about him is this. He doesn't force me to be in the social media world. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't, he puts me in when he gets his offers and he's, you know what I'm saying, and all that type stuff, and, you know, coaches talk and all that. But Evan's not one of those guys that's going to be like, Coach Boone, you know, you better post this or just do this, and you know what I'm saying? None of that. None of that. And 9 times out of 10, we ain't really talking about football too much.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, we ain't really talking about football. But he also understands, like, I'm not preparing you for high school football. I'm preparing you for college.
And I don't want to cut you off, but I'm gonna say this, man. You definitely on that path. As being, you know, the running back coach, but I'm saying you're on that path to being that great coach. You see what I'm saying? And I'm talking about from listening and knowing about other coaches in other areas, your Phil Jacksons, your Bill Belichick's and stuff, where they started at and the role they took and how they had that type of relationship that you're building with their players. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You build it with one, but these people build it with a multitude in your approach at it. You definitely on the right path. Yeah. And the fact that you're humbling yourself as well by saying, man, I'm not ready. Yeah. Just think about, man, Owensboro High School is
tradition.
It's the Dallas Cowboy job of high school football. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Especially in this area.
Shout out to Sean Thompson, Paducah Tillman, undefeated this year, Campbellsville alum with me. You get what I'm saying? We played on the same team. Okay. We graduated, you know what I'm saying, played the same years. Yeah. Man, shout out to Sean Thompson, man.
Hey. Mikey Davis too, man.
Hey, listen, a lot of people don't understand that, man. I'm being real with you. He's a man, listen, he started at Crittenden County, man, and he just hosted the trophy on an undefeated season for Paducah Tillman, man. Same age as I am.
And got how many? What do you got? 2, 3? I think 3 kids is going D1.
Yeah,
D1.
And his son has it all as a freshman.
Oh man, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Avery, man. Freshman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah, he play receiver now.
Okay.
Good, but what I'm saying is,
real good team.
Like, these are the type of people that I know that, and I see what they're doing, and I know I ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I know I ain't ready. I just want to be the best running back coach I can be. You get what I'm saying? And Jay Fallon gave me that opportunity. You get what I'm saying? He gave me that opportunity. One thing about Jay Fallon, and you know what I'm saying, I know he don't like the limelight. One thing about Jay Fallon, though, he gonna let you coach. He gonna let you coach. He ain't never, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He gonna let you coach.
He got you there for a reason, basically.
If your position ain't producing, he also gonna let you know.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's the head coach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We get into this mindset of culture. We shoot that word around a whole lot.
Yeah, I done shot it around. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, man. I done shot it around.
Let me ask you a question.
I know you seen the podcast.
Let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask you a question. What is the culture?
And that's the big question. Go ahead.
When I see Owensboro, when I was a little kid, my grandpa took the tickets. I went to the game.
Yes.
I don't know if it was like you said, you had a backfield full. We had this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Is it that we had the most talent?
Yes.
In my head, yes. Like, was we being coached? I mean, yes, but I feel like we could have had more. I feel like if you had your Bowes and your Justins. Yeah, Justin went to the NFL. I feel like we should have 2 state championships.
Yeah.
For him. I mean, I feel like we got to teach the talent. You know, like we go ahead and teach it now. Don't let them just. Like, you know, the stereotype is we get talent and we use them and let them go.
But that also goes back to this, though. It also goes back to this. When the kids leave us, what are they inheriting? What are they listening to? Mm-hmm. So then they take that back. So you often get like a restart. It's often you fighting a battle every day. You get what I'm saying? And
that makes sense. That makes sense. Now we getting it from an inside perspective.
You get what I'm saying? You
I see it totally different by you just saying that.
How do you?
So basically, the culture got to change off the field with us,
yes.
the fans, the parents, and everybody else before you coaches, to be able to come in and do your job effectively. Because what he's saying is, and I'm just gonna break it down in layman's term for those that I'm not gonna say that ain't understanding, but they ain't understanding is, let you coach. Don't criticize you. Like you said, let you coach. If I'm a fan, let me be the fan. Shut up, sit in the stand. Don't go back and say something to the athletes on this coach don't know what he's doing or this and this. Because when he comes back to practice, now everything that you put in this day, you got to mentally.
I'm going to listen to the person. I'm going to listen to the person because at the end of the day, this person's providing for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This person, you know what I'm saying? It don't have to be a parent. It could be somebody, you know, grandfather. It could be anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
You get what I'm saying?
But I don't speak to the athletes personally.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm definitely glad you said that the way that you said it because it just made like, damn, it makes a lot of sense. Have I been guilty of it? In some form of fashion.
All have.
You know what I'm saying?
In
some form of fashion, yeah. Not to say, man, that this coach don't know what he's doing because he's a coach.
Yeah.
But me, I'll outright say, man, I don't like what he's doing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're entitled to that.
Yeah, but I'm saying I don't like what he's doing. Not saying he don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? I'm like,
listen,
damn, why ain't we running the ball more? Why ain't we doing this? Why ain't we doing that?
A culture can start with showing your kids that you believe in the system. If you believe in the system, then they're going to buy in too. No matter what. Right. They're going to buy in too. But if you don't believe in the system, then they're going to buck the system. Then you got a head coach that's trying to figure out how to connect with the players, but the players got this wall up, you know what I'm saying? And we saying, oh, they don't have no culture. The player has a wall up. So we got to break this wall down and prepare them for Friday night. That's not fair. Yeah. That's not fair. That's not fair.
I'm gonna make a lot of people probably mad saying this. That's the difference between Owensboro and Catholic. I'm not gonna lie to you. The parents love their coach. They talk highly of them. Come to Owensboro. All right, man, all these he's from Hancock County. He don't know what he's talking about. He can't coach these black kids from Hancock County. Like,
but the other guys from Hancock County also.
Right, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, come on, man.
What's the difference?
There's no difference. From the east side of Hancock County.
There's no difference. But what I'm saying is there's no difference. But the difference starts with backing your system.
Yes.
I mean, listen.
The difference starts with backing your system. It don't matter. It don't matter if we line everybody up on the line and have one person back there hiking the ball and everybody just block. It's winning.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You're gonna fall short sometimes. Listen. Systems are meant to be broken and systems are meant to succeed. Okay? You're going to get that. A system can't run all the time. We all have worked in somewhere that deals with a system. Whether it's the school system, the factory.
The job is a system.
So
I've been in a different type of system.
So if you're so my thing is this. My thing is this. If you're working in a factory and your line goes down and you forever talking about, man, this line's crazy, but you supposed to be on production and producing something, right? But you got everybody on the line believing, man, this line ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So now you stuck. You ain't producing shit. So guess what's going to happen?
Your number's going to fall down.
You got to go. You got to go.
Yep.
You got to go because you done took people with you. Now the foreman or whatever is looking at y'all like, oh, okay, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna get somebody else in here that wants to believe in the system. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. We waste too much time. We waste too much time criticizing instead of helping.
Instead of supporting.
No, just help.
No, yeah. But in that regard,
you don't have to always listen. Grown men should never beat down kids. You can say what you want to say if you direct it to another grown man. But you got to understand, social media is free for everybody to see. Mm-hmm. So when you're talking about a system, what happens? You're beating down the people in the system, yes, which is the kids. Yeah. We should never talk about kids. That's our first mistake in here. In this life. It's our first mistake. It is. I don't care who gets offended by that statement. That is our first mistake.
But
when we digging in systems, we are digging into kids. We are beating the kids down. We're not beating the coaches down. We done it.
Yeah.
We done played it. We done lived it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? This is the kids' moment. So when we talking about the systems, you talking about the people that's in the system, and that's the kids.
So now you speaking from the coach's perspective of seeing the look on these kids' face when they come in and they done seen a Facebook post or they done heard an uncle
Because
or
now
dad
their
or
mind
somebody.
is going here.
So
Their
now they
mind
feel
is
like
here.
they're a failure.
Now, no, their mind is here. Their mind is.
Now
What do I gotta do?
Now they're thinking like, should I listen to this man or should I not?
Yeah.
Like, I don't.
Because I got 90 something likes on a post.
Yeah.
Then I come here, ain't no lights. Ain't no lights on the field.
Yeah. But
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely shining the light in a different perspective because we getting it firsthand. You see what I'm saying? We're getting it from a person who's out there. You out there every day.
Yeah.
You're coaching.
Yeah.
So for you to come in and say that, it definitely makes a lot of sense. Because like you said, man, I never looked at it that way myself personally, and I'll
Yes.
speak on it, man. You
Yes.
know, I may have been wrong in some of my statements
Yes.
by saying, this ain't working, that ain't working, and not understanding the athletes themselves may feel attacked.
Yes.
By that shortcoming, by not having a certain amount of success or whatnot. So I definitely see where you're coming from
Yes.
with that because you see, like I said, you see that firsthand.
Yes.
You see what everybody else doesn't see. Whether the look on that child's face.
We with half of these kids more than they fathers.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? And not disrespecting anybody, just saying
no, that's what it is.
they might not have. We dealing with kids that getting raised by grandparents.
Yep.
We dealing with kids that go home and they the man of the house.
Yeah.
So do you think they gonna come and listen to a coach when they already got people in the ear like, man, you shouldn't even be there, or you shouldn't be doing this, and they should be doing this because they the man of the house.
Yeah.
So now they already got their big draws on. They like, shit, I'm the man where I'm at.
And that right there is what I mean by the to help you all, to help the system, to help the coaches, is to give the support.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Because
Yes.
What you speaking now, and me and Basad, we talking all the time, and he'll tell you, I always say it's bigger than football.
Yes.
That statement and what you're talking about is bigger than football.
Bigger than football.
Especially when you talking about you dealing with these young men that have to grow up fast. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We know about that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We had to grow up fast.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
we had different type of people in that area.
Yes.
Even your story, you even spoke about it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie. That was half the reason why I ran to the streets because
Yes.
I had people that would say those type of things to me.
Yes.
I didn't have that understanding
Of
or
what's
that
going on.
mentality
Yes.
of really what was going on in the moment that I was in.
Yes.
And I ran, so it's like, oh, they won't be here anyway.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get my chance. I ain't gonna get my shot.
Yes.
And I'm not just speaking for myself, man. I had
You're speaking
you
for a
know,
lot of
for
people.
a lot of people.
Yes,
You know
it's
what I'm saying? A lot of us.
But we live in a community that's divided. We divide amongst each other. We don't come together. We don't come together. It don't mean everybody has to go to the same school. We don't come together as a community. We have feuds within our community.
Oh, yeah.
We have feuds within our community.
Oh, yeah.
So how's your community ever going to be strong? How's these kids ever going to know a strong foundation? Because when we send them out to the world, some of them get defeated.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because they don't come from a strong foundation because we have community feuds. So when we have community feuds, they're seeing that, and then they get to the colleges of choice, and what happens when they get a little diversity? Shit, I'm leaving. I'm transferring. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this. I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard.
Right.
It is hard.
And that you mentioned that. How was your experience at Campbellsville? Because I've been through the place myself, and it was
My rival school,
Yeah.
I take it.
So after high school, I took a couple visits, and Campbellsville was one of them. So the unique thing about Campbellsville was it was a rain game. My uncles took me. You know what I'm saying? We went down there. They was actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying at the time. So we was down there. I took when I took the visit, talked to the coaches and stuff. So I took a program. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting in the back of the car. I'm reading it. So I scroll back to the records. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, I can go here and be good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
but at this time, I don't know nothing about no ACTs.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because you playing sports and and you just don't have anybody before you that's doing that. You get what I'm saying? Like, Brim was, Slim, Slim.
Yeah.
Slim went to Murray, you know what I'm saying? So, but like my other cousins, they just went to school, you know what I'm saying? Like college just to be going to college, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, I didn't have that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have that person to be like, hey, you need to take the ACT and stuff like that. So I ended up committing to Campbellsville, long story short. So, when I first got there, I didn't know nothing about a red shirt. So when I got to my locker, my number was 136 on my jersey.
Yeah, you red shirt.
Yeah.
That's how you know you red
So
shirt.
I'm like, what is 136? You know what I'm saying? You freshman, you know what I'm saying? So, like any other freshman, they're kind of nervous. I'm like, man. So they tell us, oh, you got to run these, it's
110.
Nah, it was a drill called like 4 corners. So you running around while your station might be doing up, downs, and everything. You got a whole lap around the field. Then you got to start it, and they got to run. You get what I'm saying? But at every end of the field, it's a drill. You get what I'm saying? It don't, push-ups, monkey rolls, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So we did that. That was our conditioning test. You know what I'm saying? So we go through the fall. So I'm like, shit. I still don't know that I'm a red shirt. You know what I'm saying? So
you just 136.
Man, I'm just 136. I'm out there running hard. You
Man,
get
what
I'm saying?
number you got, man? 136, man.
Man, I'm out there running hard, so they about to play the first game and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So I go look on the travel list. I think it was a away game. I ain't on the travel list, so I'm like, all right, maybe freshmen don't get the dress. You know what I'm saying? So we go back. So we all in the dorms, bro. True story, man. So I had an English teacher, man, Miss Amanda. I didn't know nothing about plagiarism. So I done bought a paper. No spaces, no nothing. I ain't got no spaces, no nothing.
Oh,
You hear me? I turned it in like I'm cold with it. I'm talking about, it's probably about 7 pages.
Oh, man.
She said, found stat at the class. True story, man. Man, true story. True story. This is when that light switch came on. Because, you know what I'm saying? I can't go to the crib. I'm not even driving. I ain't got no car.
Yeah.
I can't go to the crib.
Yeah. Them ain't coming to get you. You nerd. Come on.
Ain't no coming to get me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She said, I could kick you out of school. And get you kicked out of school, you sent home, then, what you gonna do then? I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you gonna come here every day, you gonna write this paper. Until I tell you that you done.
Yeah.
I did that. So as the red shirt year go on, spring comes up. So we get to the spring, I'm 5th on the depth chart. Now mind you, in my head I'm thinking 2,500 is the record.
Yeah.
2,500.
In season or career?
Career.
Oh,
2,500.
that's
So-
1,000. Come on,
Hold
man.
on, listen to me. Listen to me. Yeah, so I'm 5th on. I told you I'm 5th on the depth chart during the spring.
Mhm.
I go out in the spring game. I think I had like 136, 3 tugs.
Spring.
Start.
Oh.
When we leave-
the first.
When we leave, I'm starting. They say, call me in the summer. We gonna move you to fullback. So now I'm like, oh, okay, y'all got me on. You know what I'm saying? I get down there, we running the option. So my first 2 years I played fullback. Okay? I went to 2 head coaches at this time, transition. Coach Deaton comes along. You know what I'm saying? My junior year I'm going in. They bring a guy from the West Coast in. He's the offensive coordinator. Well, he comes from a JUCO. He brings his own running back. Now, mind you, we in college, bro, where they recruit running backs every year.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Let me tell you that again. We're in college. I'm at an NAIA school. So just imagine what they doing at a Division I school and a Division II. I'm at NAI, okay? They getting the running backs in, the ones that fall short and everything. Get what I'm saying? He brings his own running back with him. We go to Ohio Dominican. I ain't start. First game of the season, junior. I ain't start. So I'm pissed. They try to put me in. We get blasted. You hear me? I'm talking about beat to death. All right, fella. Go in. No. I ain't going in. And when we get back to school, I'm gone.
That's what you said, or that's
what I
you
told
said?
him.
That's what you told him. Okay.
Sunday, phone ring. Coach D, found I need to see you in my office. Guess who he called?
Your mama, your
My
aunt.
mama.
No, he did. Where you going? Go ahead.
I just talked to your mama. She said, you ain't going nowhere. And matter of fact, go in and get your cleats on. You got a little running to do. I said, all right. Next week I end up starting. You know what I'm saying? We didn't win a game my junior year. Not a game. They ended up firing Coach Dean. Coach Dean was my guy. Jim Hardy, my running back coach, forever. You know what I'm saying? But I ended up getting honorable mention, second team, All-American. Off an 0-11 team now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we coming in. I end up staying in the summer for my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Because they brought a new coach in that spring. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really let me do nothing during the spring game. They was like, oh, no, we ain't going to get you hurt or nothing. You know, cool guy. Coach Thomas, Perry Thomas. You know what I'm saying? Well-known Kentucky coach. You know what I'm saying? But he was coaching us. So he brought a new coordinator in, Will Purdue. And he was from Bowl. He was in that mix when Bowl was winning those championships or whatever. You know what I'm saying? In the early 2000s or whatever.
And we'll have them keep on from there.
Very positive.
And then start.
So anyway, we go into my senior year or whatever. And like I said, I stayed there. So Sean had a crib down there at the time. He was like living down there. This is how you knew Sean was going to be a head coach because, you know, his receiver coach, Ricky Garris, he was like, Sean was up under him. And Ricky Garris went to be like, you know, OCs and stuff like that, you know, head coaches and whatever. So Sean kind of followed in his footsteps or whatever. So Sean come pick me up from where I was staying at in Campbellsville at the time. So he come pick me up. He like, man, I got this magazine, man, you in it. I'm like, man, chill out. He's like, man, you in it. NAI, nation, you know what I'm saying, top nation running backs. You know what I'm saying? You number 2 behind this dude, you know, blase blah. So I'm like, all right, you know, let me see. He's like, man, you in the, like the pro prospects, like, you know, like they looking at you, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right. So that whole year, I'm just running the ball to be the leading rusher, you know what I'm saying, of the nation. You know what I'm saying? Because I finished like second or first my junior year. You know what I'm saying? And we went 0-11.
0-11?
We lost a couple
How many
games.
rushes? You had 4,400.
And that was in 2 years.
Yeah.
That was basically in 2 years because like my first year I rushed for 591. Second year I rushed for like 794. And then the next 2 years I just went bananas. You know what I'm saying? Just being real. Like,
yeah, no, facts.
So,
4,000 rushing yards, man.
So, you know, things, you know, we won maybe 4 games that year. You know what I'm saying? I kind of turned the page because athletes started coming now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coach Thomas, you know what I mean? They was successful after that. He had like 3 or 4 pro prospects. You know what I'm saying? Stan tried out for the Saints. I think he made like a couple cuts before they cut him or whatever. But you know, he's out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Kid, last name Mason. He went to University of Houston from Campbellsville. Running back Dave Mason. You know what I'm saying? So these cats was, you know what I'm saying, they was legit. You know what I'm saying? Like real time. So, but we end up going to I ended up making the All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? That year, NAI, they don't even do that no more. and the running back was there. He was on the other team.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, I was the leading rusher in the nation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm on this team. He's on the other team. You know what I'm saying? So you know how that went down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So MVP, you know, I got MVP. I was the first offensive first team All-American at Campbellsville history of the whole football team. The first ever. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
All the rushing records, all the scoring records, every record that could be broken by a running back, I broke, and athletes besides when the quarterback came. You know what I'm saying? Jake Russell and them. You know what I'm saying? So they got a few rushing records. Well, not rushing, but
So when you're sitting in the back of that seat,
I
on your way
I vision
home,
that. I vision that. I
Yeah.
promise you I did. I
Yeah.
vision that. You want to know why I vision that? Because I wanted to make something. I wanted to be proud because, you know, my senior year, I was the second rusher in the, you know what I'm saying, second leading rusher in the area,
Yeah.
and got second team.
Wow.
That was because I told you I was a menace
Yeah.
on some cocky time. So I knew them coaches weren't going to vote for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mike Hanley's little brother was at Hancock County at the time. Jordan Dole. Craig Lanham played for Catholic. He rushed for like 2,000. I was like 1,800 behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is real deal facts. Like, this ain't no, you know what I mean? Like, that wasn't, but that was a motivation for me. That was a motivation. Like, you wake up on Thanksgiving and you second team.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And when you say a motivation, was that a motivation for you more as a young man to take a look at yourself, or was that more the motivation for you as the athlete to go out and produce?
No. That was the motivation of me as a young man. Like, I never had something to stand on.
Yes.
I never had something to stand on. I didn't know that in 2018 I was going to get inducted into the Apollo Hall of Fame. I didn't know that. Like,
Congratulations.
you know what I'm saying? In the vision, you never knew that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when I went to Campbellsville, football was the only thing that helped me escape from what I was going through in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, like, bro, I was battling some things. Like, truly things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going to get into some personal time, but I was battling enough that it helped me push through what I wanted to do. It molded me into a man because I knew that one day I would have kids that would look up to me. Whether it was my own or it was somebody else. You get what I'm saying? So now, when the kid goes for a visit from around here in this area or any area, when you walk through Hawkins Complex, the football, the locker room, I'm hanging forever. Not even on no cocky time. You can go over and press on the TV and read it. They got you know what I'm saying? Like,
Who would imagine?
who would imagine, bro? I started at Pembroke Stadium.
Yeah.
I'm a 2-time Hall of Famer, dude. I don't have to toot my horn. I don't have to.
They too for you.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I can't even tell you where my plaques is at. I got one plaque at the crib. I don't even know where my plaques is at. I went overseas, bro. I went overseas. I got paid to play football. I didn't make it to the NFL, but I got paid professionally to play football. I had a salary for 3 years.
Okay.
I made it to 2 Maple Bowls over there. That's like the Super Bowl.
Where'd you
Over
play
there.
at? Where'd you play
I
at?
played in Sanioki. That's in Finland, at the top of the world. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The first year I was over there, they hadn't been to the championship in like 10 years. We take them to the championship. I get import of the year. So import of the year is player of the year.
Okay.
American player of the year over there. You know, on billboards and everything. You know what I'm saying? So then my second year I go over there, bro, I rushed for like 2,500
Huh?
in a season.
I remember Facebook, your Facebook picture of you on the blue
Yeah.
jersey. Yeah, I remember that.
2,500. Damn, we just cutting up over there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it was like, you know what I'm saying?
How many
Like,
yards what was your
I
What
think
was your PR on rushing yards in the game?
over there?
Yeah. 2,500, but you had to have a game for at least three
No,
something.
no. I had a game for, I think maybe, I ain't gonna lie to you, might have been close to 6.
What?
Putting up mad numbers.
Man.
Creative player numbers.
Damn.
Hold on.
Man.
600 yards?
In a game?
Man, about 4. Man, listen, between 4 and 6, I ain't gonna lie to you.
You cut for 80s and 90s on them.
It was, I swear, like when we looked at the thing, when we looked at the stat sheet,
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, we had a good day on the ground. They like, nah, that's all you. Swear to God, bro, like, when you look at the clip, it gonna tell you how many. I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Go check that out.
Check it out.
But
It's
what
gonna
I'm
be on the video.
But what I'm saying is this. I use that as motivation, man. Like, that is motivation for somebody. You get what I'm saying? Like, I teach kids how to overcome. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it for personal use. I don't get no personal gain off that. I didn't already live my life. And I tell my kids that all the time. I want my kids to start their own legacy. Yeah. Whatever it is. I don't care if any of my kids play a sport. I don't care. You don't have to. You can go and you come and tell me the next day, Dad, I'm going to play the flute. I'm going to be in the stands clapping. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's okay with me. Because I done seen relationships get, like, almost come to blows with fathers and sons and stuff. Like, I don't like that. Like, it's like, this is my philosophy, and everybody might not use this, and that's cool. But I want my kids to tell me when they want it. If they say, Dad, I want you to train me. I want you to come and tell me. I'm not going to tap you on the shoulder and say, come on, let's go work out. Man. I'm not going to do that. Because guess what?
Guess what? Wanting more than you. Yeah. I tell mine that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? And granted, he's 11, but I'm talking about when he was 8, 9, it was, come on, let's go. But as he's getting older, I'm like that right there. Like, look, man, when you ready, I'm always ready. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for that. Come on, Pops, let's go.
That's
do
going
this.
to go a long way.
Yeah,
because guess what? I can't coach you all the time.
Man.
It's going to be times I can't get on the sideline. You get what I'm saying? You, every time we talk is after the situation.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying? Every time you talk to your child, it's after the situation. You don't know what went on at present time. You only know what is being told. You get what I'm saying? So when my kids call me, the first thing I'm asking is, how did you respond? Or what did you do? I don't care what somebody else did. What did you do?
Yeah, that's all the time, man.
And they understand that. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get nothing from this podcast today, you know what I'm saying? I want you to get this. You have to learn how to be different. And when I say be different, it's like this. If you take the route that somebody else maps out for you, they get the credit. But if you take the route and you go a different way, who gets the credit? What makes you feel better? Does it make you feel better if somebody handed it to you? Or if it makes you feel better if you earn it and it's yours? Because then they can never take it away from you. You get what I'm saying? I have 2 degrees. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, you just got one here recently, man. Congratulations.
You know what I mean? I got 2. I got 2.
No, I'm just saying. You
Yeah,
got
but I'm
another
saying
one.
what I'm saying.
You
I got
another
2.
one.
Right.
Yeah.
I got a bachelor's. Now I have a master's.
So,
But what I'm saying is, I had to do it my way. Ain't nobody give it to me. Nobody give it to me. They ain't gonna give that to me. You get what I'm saying? So I want my kids to see that.
yeah.
My daddy did it. I want the players I coach to see. Coach Boone did it. I want my students that I teach every day. Boone did it. You get what I'm saying? Because they need that. Because we don't know what they're going home to. Sometimes you got to step into kids' shoes. And you got to put yourself into what you would have been thinking at that age.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And we say, and that's crazy that you say that, man, because me and Coach JT,
Yeah.
Justin Taylor, shout out to him, man. We say that a lot, man. That, you know, some of us adults, man, we forget, man. We ain't that far from the mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Even as adults, you know what I'm saying?
Still making
still making them, but not even as a child though. But we forget that, man. We was once, you know, a child, and we made different type of mistakes, and we, you know, ill-advised choices and decisions and stuff. You know, but the fact, man, that you touched on all that, and you were aware of that, and you giving that back to your students, you giving that back to your athletes, and most importantly, you giving that back to your own children. You know what I'm saying? Your own family, man. Like, I knew.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah, running around Candysville, stuff like that. I kicked it with a lot of your family. You know what I'm saying? And to see, you know, not to say that nobody didn't think that you were going to make it or do nothing, but to know, you
where
know,
I came
where
from,
you come from,
and what I did.
Yeah, you know, and then what
I'm doing now.
What you doing now, it's like, man, hell of a story.
Because
hell of a story.
I cherish carrying my last name.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That means something to me, because that means that we have a place in history. You know what I'm saying? When you mention Fountain in Apollo High School, or you mention Fountain in Campbellsville,
Hall of Fame.
I'm a Hall of Famer. But Fountain, the last name, is in the Hall of Fame. We are.
We Hall of Fame.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But also, I come from an athletic family too, on my Wimpson side. You get what I'm saying? Like that. A lot of people, you know, we got state champions. Trevor Washington is a state champion. Justin Miller is a state champion. The basketball player is my uncle's son. A lot of people may not know that. You get what I'm saying? He's a state champion. You get what I mean? You got you know what I mean?
He gonna be on here.
Justin Miller, the football player, is a Wimpsit also. William Carter is a Wimpsit also. So you just name it. Gavin, Wimpsit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
The pedigree.
Rashad Wimpsit is a state champion. These guys are forever embedded in history. You get what I'm saying? So I cherish that because I'm carrying that. So when our kids get older, this is us. This ain't me. This is us. This is for my 4 kids right here. You get what I'm saying? I want my 4 kids to take their kids and say, this is your granddad. It's what he did.
That's what's up.
It's what he did. I want them to, you know, look at that degree. He got a master's in special education, got a bachelor's in science. This is what he did. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't living for me no more. I ain't living for me.
And to know where you come from. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I came from Mechanicsville.
Yeah.
Mariana Drive. Shout out to Mariana Drive. Gardenside Drive. You get what I'm saying? Pembroke. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Come on. Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah,
And I've been around people who did this, and I've been around people who did that.
Yeah.
But one thing they never did was say, here, take that.
Yeah.
Never. You know what they said?
Man,
How much that book costs? What them grades look like? What that semester look like? You get what I'm saying? Oh, you playing it? Oh, we be up here. You get what I'm saying? That's a big homie.
Yeah.
A big homie ain't gonna tell you something that's gonna hurt you. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of people gotta understand that.
Yeah, man.
No, that's truth, man. That's true.
But I'll leave y'all with this though. Be mindful. People have families. Be mindful. These kids are watching us. And as adults, we have to understand, we set the tone for a lot of things. And if we want to see better, and we want our peoples to do better, whether you white, black, Asian, it don't matter what color you are. If you want to see better, we have to start with us. We got to start with us. We have to look in the mirror and understand it starts with us. Because we are the leaders. The other leaders passed it to us. Now we are the leaders. Some of the greatest leaders that we had coming up are gone. They ain't never coming back. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they passed it to us. We need to use that. Because the Mike Bells, the Tim Johnsons, you get what I'm saying? The Jerry Davenports. That's just to name a few.
I forgot the one's name. Mr. Hunt.
Chris Hunt.
Chris Hunt. Yes, sir.
You get what I'm saying? Ernie Knight on the baseball field.
Yeah, Ernie Knight, Eastern Little League.
Come on, man. Real, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, real talk. These people are gone. You get what I'm saying? So, did they do that to us? No, sir. They showed us how to get it. Yeah. And they told us how to get it. But we not repaying them by doing it to the youth. We sitting here talking about our feelings.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, I just encourage everybody to take a new stand on things. Let people do their jobs. And just understand that it's no written Bible on coaching, fathering, mothering, anything you do in life. We all learn. We all had to learn.
Yeah.
And if we don't, and if we think we're so perfect, then there's no room for growth. There's no room for growth. Grow. Instead of beating a man down, lift your hand up. Lift your hand up. You ain't got to be everybody's friend. You don't. And some opinions got to stay to yourself. But also know that the same way you judge a man, or you judge a woman,
you judge yourself. Yeah.
that judgment's coming back.
Yeah.
So, everybody have a good holiday. Thank y'all for having me.
Yeah, hey, man, I appreciate you coming on here, man, for real. For real. Yeah. Also, man, I need y'all to like and subscribe to the channel.
Christmas edition.
Christmas edition. I'm Basad. This is Byron. This is Boomer. I appreciate
this is
y'all.
Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame,
this
Boomer,
Hall
man.
Of Fame.
Hey,
I
man.
appreciate y'all.
Go Devils.
Go Devils.